Genesis 36. Now this is the history of the generations of Esau. That is Edom. Here we go again. We're getting a lot of double names here in these two chapters. Esau, that is Edom. Esau took his wives from the daughters of Canaan. Adah, the daughter of Elon, the Hittite, and Oholibama. That's not Obama, Barack Obama being holy. Oholibama, the daughter of Anah, the daughter of Zibeon, and the Hivite. Zibeon, the Hivite. And Basemath, Ishmael's daughter. Basemath is Ishmael's daughter, sister of Nebaioth. Adah bore Esau Eliphaz. Basemath bore Reuel. Oholibama bore Yahush. Is that right? Let me see. Yeah, Yahush. I want to see how that looks real quick in Hebrew. H3274. Yod. What is that? Ayin. Yod Shin. Yod Ayin Yod Shin. Okay. Means assembler. Verse 6, Esau took his wives, his sons, his daughters, and all the members of his household with his livestock, all his animals, and all his possessions, which he had gathered in the land of Canaan, and went into a land away from his brother Jacob. For their substance was too great for them to dwell together, and the land of their travels couldn't bear them because of their livestock. Esau lived in the hill country of Seir. Esau is Edom. This is the history of the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites in the hill country of Seir. These are the names of Esau's sons: Eliphaz, the son of Adah, the wife of Esau, and Reuel, the son of Basemath, the wife of Esau. The sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zepho, and Gatam, and Kenaz. Timnah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bore to Eliphaz Amalek. These are the descendants of Adah, Esau's wife. These are the sons of Reuel, Nahath, Zerah, Shammah, and Mizah. These were the descendants of Basemath, Esau's wife. These were the sons of Oholibama, the daughter of Anah, the daughter of Zibeon, Esau's wife. She bore to Esau Yeush, Yalam, and Korah. These are the chiefs of the sons of Esau, the sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn of Esau, chief Teman, chief Omar, chief Zepho, and chief Kenaz. And this is starting to sound very tribal to me, like chief. So I would think these guys are somehow like captains, maybe of a military or some type of, I'll look at that word chief real quick, see what comes up. King James uses duke. Let's see here. Let's see. H441. We got here. A friend, also gentle, hence a bullock, as being tame, applied, although masculine, to a cow. So a chieftain, as notable, like neat cattle, captain, duke, chief, friend, governor, guide. Okay, that's not a lot. I got governor added. All that, I can see governor being related to it. Some type of authority or authority, position.
That's how the Greek is too, governor.
What was that?
The Greek number for the same thing is governor as well. G2232. Hegemon.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a leader, that is chief person or figuratively place of a province, governor, prince, ruler.
This word is H44-1 that's being used here as chief. The origin is H502, which is alaf, and it means to learn or to teach. Maybe this has to do with these are the sons that were wise, that were skilled, and were able to teach, and they were leaders, in that sense. Interesting. Verse 16. Chief Korah, Chief Gatam, Amalek. These are the chiefs who came of Eliphaz in the land of Edom. These are the sons of Adah. I think this is the first time I'm actually seeing a title before a name.
Yeah.
I don't see it anywhere else. I don't see in scripture where you have pastor so-and-so, shepherd so-and-so, right? I don't see that. That's something Christianity does. But I do see when it comes with Esau, all right, in this case, he has certain sons in leadership position and it's labeling them with the title and then their name, which is interesting. And again, Esau would be, people who are not part of the covenant. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? Esau was one of the ones that the birthright, the covenant didn't go to. Okay, so I wouldn't really use them as examples of how to operate as an assembly.
I was going to say in the Apostolic Bible Polyglot, instead of chief, it says prince in front of their names.
Okay, we've heard that terminology in the Old Testament. Prince, princes. Interesting. All right, let's go to 17. These are the sons of Reuel, Esau's son, Chief Nahath, Chief Zerah, Chief Shammah, Chief Mazah. These are the chiefs who come of Reuel in the land of Edom. These are the sons of Basemath, Esau's wife. These are the sons of, what was that?
I was going to say, it's kind of weird too how the sons are called chief, but when the fathers, they're not, they're just who they are, I guess. There's no name, there's no title in front of them.
Like Chief Esau?
Yeah. There's no title in front of them. I haven't seen one unless
I wouldn't be surprised if, he's recognized as the top dog. He's the father.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying how in the scriptures they put chief, a title in front of the sons' names.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
Verse 18, these are the sons of Aholibama, Esau's wife. Chief Yahush, Chief Yalam, Chief Korah. These are the chiefs who came of Aholibama, the daughter of Anah, Esau's wife. These are the sons of Esau, that is Edom. He keeps repeating that to remind us. It must be important. Edom, Esau must be important. We know that there's a part in scripture where there was supposed to be no associations with the Edomites. Israelites are not supposed to be associated with them. But then there's another part of scripture where it says, don't hate them forever, for they're your brothers. Right? They're related. But it says, verse 20, these are the sons of Seir, the Horite, the inhabitant of the land, Lotan, Shobal, Zibeon, Anah, Dishan, Ezer, and Dishan. These are the chiefs who came of the Horites, the children of Seir, in the land of Edom. The children of Lotan were Hori and Haman. Lotan's sister was Timnah. These are the children of Shabol, Alvan, Manahath, Ebal, Shapho, and Onam. These are the children of Zebeon, Ayah, and Anah. This is Anah who found the hot springs in the wilderness, as he fed the donkeys of Zibeon, his father. These are the children of Anah, Dishan, and Aholibama, the daughter of Anah. These are the children. What's that?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I got a question. For Genesis 36:24, where it's like reminding us, and Anna, this is the Anna who found Yamin in the wilderness. Is there like another book for this that he's speaking about?
What are you talking? I didn't see the wilderness part.
Okay, I'll read it again from the Septuagint. And these are the sons of
Oh,
Sibigon.
verse 24. Verse 24.
Yeah.
My bad.
Well, he's saying this is the Anna who found Yamin in the wilderness. Like when he wrote this, he's saying this is who this person is. You guys know who this person is. You read about it or something. You know what I mean?
Let's see. Who is this person?
Anna.
Yeah, Anna, right? Okay. I mean, lived there before. Who found the what?
Who found
In the wilderness?
Yamin in the wilderness? Who found Yamin in the wilderness? I think your translation said something different about your translation said something different though. It's hot springs. I think it said.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any connection here in the books that we have.
That's what I'm saying. It's like so like he's writing it to like say this person is known. Like they should know this person. You
But
get what I'm saying?
there's a lot of that. Nothing to be too alarmed about or raise any flags. There's a lot of stories, a lot of instances that happen that are not written in scripture.
Right.
It's probably just one of those things.
Piques my interest. I apologize.
Yeah. Some people get too interested, and they're like, "Oh my goodness, we got to go to the Dead Sea Scrolls," and now we like, yeah, exactly.
All right, my bad.
verse 26 or 25. These are the children of Anah, Dashan, and Holibama, the daughter of Anah. 26. These are the children of Dashan, Hemdan, Eshban, Ithran, and Chiran. I am curious. I always say this. I never do it. Just would love to see the meanings of these names and just read it all together and see if there's anything there. But I haven't done it. These are the children of Ezer, Bilhah, Zaban, and Akan. Verse 28. These are the children of Dishan, Uz, and Aran. Verse 29. These are the chiefs who came of the Horites, Chief Latan, Chief Shobal, Chief Zibion, Chief Anah, Chief Dishan, Chief Ezer, and Chief Dishan. These are the chiefs who came of the Horites according to their chiefs in the land of Seir. These are the kings who reigned in the land of Edom before any king reigned over the children of Israel. These are the kings who reigned in the land of Edom before any king reigned over the children of Israel. Bela, the son of Beor, reigned in Edom. The name of his city was Dinhabah. Bela died, and Yobab, the son of Zerah of Bozrah, reigned in his place. Yobab died, and Husham of the land of the Temanites reigned in his place. Husham died, and Hadad, the son of Bedad, who struck Midian in the field of Moab, reigned in his place. The name of his city was Avith. 35 is another verse like that, D-Rail.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 36, Hadad died, and Salma of Masrekah reigned in his place. Salma died, and Shaul of Rehoboth by the river reigned in his place. Shaul died, and Baal Hanan, the son of Akbor, reigned in his place. Baal Hanan, the son of Akbor, died, and Hadar reigned in his place. The name of his city was Pau. His wife's name was Mehetabel, the daughter of Matred, the daughter of Mezahab. And I'm going to go back a little bit. Baal Hanan, what does that mean? It means, Baal means Lord, okay? And And the other word there is gracious. We got two words here. One word is Baal, and the other word is Canaan, right? Two words put together, H 1167 and H 2603. The Lord is gracious. Verse, let's go to, these are the names of, verse 40, I'm sorry. I just went back. I'm going forward again. These are the names of the chiefs who came from Esau according to their families, after their places and by their names. Chief Timnah, Chief Alva, Chief Yetheth, Chief Aholibama, Chief Allah, Chief Panan, Chief Kanaz, Chief Taman, Chief Mibzar, Chief Magdiel. I'm curious to see what Magdiel means. Prince of God. Prince of God. And Chief Aram. These are the chiefs of Edom according to their habitations in the land of their possessions. This is Esau, the father of the Edomites. All right. We see here that Yaakov, all right, at this point, Yaakov didn't want no trouble, right? He wants peace. He comes. He's offering gifts to his brother Esau. He don't want no problems. They seem to have peace some things out. They reconcile. They're trying to live at peace with one another. That's where we're at right now. Okay? So if anybody out there is, trying to say, we got the racist people out there, that the white man is the Edomites and we shouldn't have no dealings with them, then you are a fool. That's the nice way of putting it. I'm trying to be sensitive, to the children and everything out there, but you're not wise at all. And you're calling Yaakov, a man who has a relationship with Yahuwah, who worships the God of Abraham and Isaac, and you're saying that he was violating that. So doesn't make sense. Yes, there is going to be a time where there's an issue with the Edomites. We'll see. We'll get there. But that's not something to be for eternity and for all time. Any questions, any comments? I know that was basically a long list of names. Ezzy.
Yeah, so in the chief thing for Esau, I wonder if it has something to do, since no one else is being called that, or naming their children that way. I wonder if it has to do with Esau being a hunter and a man of the field, like it says in Genesis 25:27.
Yeah.
Because when you look at military terms, even now, with our president, chief executive, not chief executive officer, but what do you call it? A governor or I forgot the other term for a president, but you're basically in control of a militia, a camp, a military, something like that. So I wonder if that's the reason why he's giving them these titles, this chief. The other thing I wanted to point out is that in verse 15, names the
sorry, I muted. Go ahead.
In 15, when it names the children, the firstborn, the sons of Eliphaz, these men, Chief Teman and Chief Amalek, I remember Amalek coming against Moses, or coming against the Israelites when they were in the wilderness. I have to look up that scripture. But one of the cross references it gave me was Obadiah. And I haven't really read this book, but it's very short. And it basically talks about the destruction of the Edomites, and it mentions Teman in it, and pride rising up in the land of Edom. So I wonder if him, if Esau giving them this title of chief is somewhat prideful, or if there's any significance with all of these names and all of these children, if there's any significance of the destruction that's supposed to come to Edom, since he was intermarrying with other lands that are going to be destroyed, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Amorites, that whole thing. I hope I'm making sense.
Yeah, I mean, all we could do is assume and kind of wonder until we see some more information. But as far as the Canaanites are going to be destroyed. We see that in the future. We also know that Isaac and Rebekah didn't want their sons taking daughters of the Canaanites, taking wives from the Canaanites, right? We see that. They wanted to go get some wives from our land where we come from. Go back to our land, right? And that's what Jacob did. That's what separates him from Esau. Esau is doing what doesn't really please his parents. So there's definitely something to be precautious of, right? There's a little red flag there. Keep your eyes open kind of things. And we'll see how things play out. But we do know that the Canaanites will be destroyed. And there is a problem with the Canaanites and the different ites, right? There's like, don't have no dealings with these people, destroy all of them, animals, children, babies, everything. And, so there is some type of corruption going on there that we're going to see at some point in the future. Other than that, I'm not sure about that other book and things like that, but we'll see what else Genesis shares with us about this. Maybe it's a little pride. Yes, I wouldn't be surprised.
Can I read the book of Obadiah since it's 21 verses?
Okay, why not? Go ahead.
Okay, so it says the vision of Obadiah. This is what the Adon Yahuwah said concerning Edom. We have heard a report from Yahuwah, and a messenger has been sent among the nations, saying, arise and let us rise up against her for battle. See, I have made you small among the nations. You are greatly despised. The pride of your heart has deceived you. You who dwell in the clefts of the rock, whose dwelling is high, who say in your heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though you rise high as the eagle, and though you place your nest among the stars, from there I shall bring you down, declares Yahuwah. If thieves came to you, if robbers by night, how ruined you would have been. Would they not steal till they had enough? If the grape gatherers had come to you, would they not leave gleanings? How Esau shall be searched out, his hidden treasures shall be sought out. All your allies shall send you forth to the border. Your friends shall deceive you and overpower you. They make your bread a snare under you without you discerning it. In that day, declares Yahuwah, I shall destroy the wise men from Edom and discernment from the mountains of Esau. And your mighty men shall be discouraged, O Teman, so that everyone from the mountains of Esau is cut off by slaughter. Because of your violence against your brother Jacob, let shame cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. In the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers took captive his wealth, when foreigners entered his gates and cast lots for Jerusalem, you also were like one of them. And you should not have looked on your brother's day in the day of his estrangement, nor rejoiced over the children of Yehuda in the day of their destruction, nor made your mouth great in the day of distress, nor have entered the gate of my people in the day of their calamity, nor looked down on their evil in the day of their calamity, nor have seized their wealth in the day of their calamity, nor have stood at the parting of the way to cut off his fugitives, nor handed over his survivors in the day of distress. For the day of Yahuwah is near upon all the Gentiles. As you have done, it shall be done to you. Your reward shall come back on your own head. For as you have drunk on my set-apart mountain, so do all the Gentiles drink continually, and they shall drink and shall swallow, and they shall be as though they had never been. But on Mount Zion there shall be a remnant, and there shall be Kodesh, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, the house of Joseph a flame, but the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall burn among them, and they shall consume them, so that no survivor is left of the house of Esau. for Yahuwah has spoken. And they shall possess the south with the mountains of Esau, and low country with the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Shemaron, and Benjamin with Gilead. And the exiles of the hosts of the children of Israel, that of the Canaanites, as far as Saraphath, and the exiles of Jerusalem who are in Zepharat, possesses the cities of the south. And the Savior shall come to Mount Zion to judge the mountains of Esau, and the reign shall belong to Yahuwah. So I just thought that was interesting. Out of all of the sons, it only mentions Teman, but it pretty much talks about the whole destruction of Edom, the house of Esau. So I didn't know if maybe that was the significance of knowing all the names, because these are all the people that are going to be destroyed. You're muted.
Is there anybody mentioned in that story that was mentioned here in Genesis 36?
Yeah, Teman. He was one of the children of Eliphaz in verse, I think it was 15. Hold on, let me go back. 36.
Is there maybe a connection with the Temanites?
I don't know if there's a connection there. I haven't gone that far, but his name, the same name, is mentioned in verse 15 of chapter 36. He's one of the children of Eliphaz.
Eliphaz. Teman, there it is. Chief Teman. Got you. All right, got you. Yep. All right, so according to this story that you just read, this book, what's the book again called?
Obadiah.
Obadiah?
It's after Amos. Mm-hmm.
It's after Amos. What's that what book is that in? Apocrypha or Dead Sea Scrolls? What?
No. This is one of the 66. That's why I said I've never read this.
Oh, it's Obadiah. Obadiah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking you're reading this extra biblical book. I'm like, all right, Ezzy, why?
No.
Live on Facebook and live on YouTube. Oh, Obadiah. Okay. The way you were pronouncing Obadiah, I thought it was another book. Oh, hallelujah. Okay, great. Yeah. You know what? That's astounding. I found another. So there probably is a connection there. But isn't it funny that Obadiah is way in the future? Don't you find that interesting? We're reading Genesis right now. It's almost as if the writer of Genesis is way in the future, way past Moses. I'm going to give you another connection I'm seeing right now. As you were reading, I was just browsing and looking up some. Watch this. Watch this. Genesis chapter 36, verse 35. Go with me. I want everybody to go with me here. It's similar to what Ezzy just had us read. There might be, if it's the same Timnah. But hold on, it says Timnah, real quick before I go to my point, just to be clear with Ezzy's thing. Timnah or Teman, I'm sorry, I keep saying the wrong name, Teman. These are the chiefs of the sons of Esau, the sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn of Esau, chief Teman. So Teman in Obadiah, what was his role? What was Teman's role? What did he do?
He was a mighty man or hunter, chief, just like Esau. It says mighty men.
And he was destroyed?
Discouraged. Old men, so that everyone from the mountains of Esau is cut off by slaughter because of the violence against their brother Yaakov.
So Teman was destroyed.
He will be. This is a prophecy. So it starts out in Obadiah. It says the vision of Obadiah. So this is a prophetic.
Okay, so real quick, just to make it short. So it's a prophecy saying that
the sons of Esau are going to be destroyed.
Sons of Esau are going to be destroyed. Okay. Cool. Check this out. So I don't think that's really related. I think it is related as far as the descendants is concerned. Yes, absolutely. It's definitely the descendants. It's this right here, this genealogy. So thumbs up. But I found something that blew my mind. Genesis chapter 36, verse 35. So D-Rail's on the stuff. D-Rail's onto it. I got to give you kudos, D-Rail. Verse 35, it says, Husham died, and Hadad, the son of Bedad, who struck Midian in the field of Moab, reigned in his place. The name of his city is Avith. Check this out. Go with me to First Chronicles chapter 1, verse 46. First Chronicles chapter 1, verse 46. Husham died, and Hadad, the son of Bedad, who struck Midian in the field of Moab, reigned in his place, and the name of his city was Avith. Wow.
Yeah, it's going backwards to Genesis.
It's an exact mirror, that whole Chronicles 1.
Of Genesis.
Of Genesis.
Of Genesis. Going back.
Right, all the way down to the last verse. Keep reading.
Oh, backwards.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no, backwards.
All right. I was about to say, yo, is the writer of Genesis all the way in Chronicles? Okay, my wife's like, no, it's Chronicles going back to Genesis.
Like, look at 32, it's talking about Abraham.
Okay, it's going through whole genealogy. Chronicles is going through whole. I was about to say, y'all, I was like, yo, I got a finding. I got to call all these scholars and theologians. All right, no. All right, I got excited for no reason. Okay, I was about to say, I was like, what's this doing all the way in First Chronicles?
That's for why we do need to read it.
No, I'm okay. Listen, I'm okay. I'm okay with not reading ahead. Listen, I like the suspense. I like the surprise. I like the shocks. I like all that. I love reading the way we're reading right now. I mean, I'm a fan of it. I wonder. It's like watching a movie to me, you know? I don't like spoiler alerts. All right. Scratch that. But there isn't, I guess we see the repetition there in the future. All right, that's it. Genesis chapter 36. Anybody else? Any comments, questions? Well, kudos. We did more than just read names off, right? I mean, at least we had some kind of discussion and we made some connections. We've seen Obadiah connecting with this. We got First Chronicles repeating this story.
Don't forget Amalek. Remember I said Amalek comes against Moshe in the wilderness? He was named as one of the sons.
Okay. Very good. Very good. This is like the dictionary or the concordance to different people that show up later on throughout the scriptures. These type of books. Numbers does a lot of this genealogy stuff. All right, we'll end there.